in which we feel silly about not hitting the actual start button properly. But yes, as I was saying, we have Tom and Weasley up in the tree. We have Rorschach and Ember down here, though Ember is crawling all over my lap and keyboard at the moment. And we are starting with a Fire Mage with Weightless Bullets, Jump King, Infestation, and Supply and Demand. Hey there, Aniji. I saw you were doing some texture replacement work of your own in the Discord there. For modifiers, we are starting with, again, Weightless Bullets, Jump King, Infestation, and Supply and Demand. I have not yet gotten to try that out yet. I'll have to give it a look. Been scrambling to get some new vote modifiers into the game here. Took longer than it should have. This is a nice start. This particular type of Fire Mage is pretty potent. Normally, Firebomb isn't a fantastic thing to start with because of the whole light yourself on fire thing. And because the Stendari, the little Fire Mage guys, are immune to fire. We have Catbot. First Catbot of the night. First Catbot of the night is already on fire. Such is the inevitable fate of a Catbot, the Fire Wizard run. There's a whole kind of process for that. Inside of the game folder, there will be an upload to workshop, but there's a general process for setting up a workshop mod that you'll want to look into. I messed with looking at Darkest Dungeons mod structure a bit, and for that one, you pretty much have to use the Steam Workshop to try to mod it. Temporary melee reflection. Okay. Early heart. Good deal. Good deal. Alright, there's one of the aforementioned Stendari, but luckily we got missiles. Ooh, narrowly avoided rat. Dynamite wand. Dynamite's always useful. I will try to spot it myself when it happens, but let me know, because I have set it up so I should be able... I'm going to try to go through and see if I can do like a point refund if the thing doesn't work. Because if you're in menus or in the mountain, sometimes it deflects some of the options. Direct hit from that one. All right. I know there are a couple of mods that play with the map loadout somewhat, and I can definitely see if you went as far as to get the 33 orb run that you have very much been there, done that at this point. But I know there was one that was like a Metroidvania style map. And then there are probably just some that mess with the world generation logic. Too close to explosion. Check wand. Kinda same. Oh, some of that metal's already melting. Away we go. Trade out some of this fire for some water. Gotta keep the jar full of fire around, just in case. If we can get to the fungal biome, it can always be amusing. Transmute something else into fire. Some aiming arc. Ooh. Alright, some possibilities that... Let's reroll that. We're already immune to fire. Let's move a little faster. Not ideal, but what you can do. It's a so-so wand and very limited. Maybe I'll have to try it. It's never really set out to do so, you know? Built-in necromancy. Well, that could be worth a laugh, if nothing else. Swap you. It's got plenty of space on it as well. Get rid of all this toxic nonsense, though. What happens if double fire? Yep, that's slightly more fiery and glow in the dark. Yeah, that's excessive. Okay. Then we'll take this discounted one to get a fire orbit, which will absolutely put us at our limit for mana generation on this thing. But with that said, we can also get rid of the fiery trail and the light ball. save some mana, because we can do that now. Then we can load up the dynamite wand with a whole bunch. Well, actually, we'll switch that over. A whole bunch of black holes, save the spare. Put the dynamite on that to make it extra unsafe. Yes. I think that will do. Alright, nothing critical happened there. I feel like that one doesn't do what it's supposed to do. Oh wow, exciting. Worst part about a lot of cats? Oh, okay. Really, it's keeping track of all of them and making sure that they're, cleaned up after and fed. It's not really a bad thing so much as it's the primary burden. Like I have 3 large litter boxes to account for all of them. Oh, lava potions. Toxic rock. Bomb goblin. Big thing is just making sure that they get enough attention and kind of general like play and stimulation that they need. Most of mine are low maintenance. It helps that Ember has some other cats that she's able to play with now and again. But Rorschach is remarkably needy as far as you being present for him. Tom is a Maine Coon. Past that, they are all shelter cats. Aside from Tom, they're all shelter cats. So they're all somethings. That sounds about right. You can see the little chunk of bubble bat flying around there because of the necromancy on this wand. Same with that chunk of bomber guy now. That was a vial of Berserk. Our general goal will be to see if we can get enough good stuff that we're capable of getting over to the alchemy lab, killing the alchemist over there, getting the coral key. If we can get that, and we can then get to the box and unlock it, we can unlock some of the divide by spells. And I think that will be a nice improvement to our arsenal. The first thing is going to be getting strong and I don't know. Never been to that one. There is a... I only know what's in... Uh-oh. I didn't know they could do that. Okay. I know there's another music chest, or music-related chest that's harder to open, that has divide by 10 and something else in it. I have not yet been to the, there's like a gold room or something like that, I think. Water trail. Oh, we have randomly teleported within fungus range. We just have to be careful not to burn it all. Ah. We got a bunch of fungus formed there. Come on, something neat. Do it. Something into vomit. Something related to vomit. Because the vomit's still there, so something became vomit. I may get around to that one. It's definitely an option. Oh, chaotic polymorph. Maybe acid? Bunch of holes bored here. I mean, acid would be convenient. Oh, this might end me. Let's get away, get distant. Oh. Almost went running out into that open area there. Almost got me. Oh, man. Look at that. That whole little liquid layers of vomit. Let's try again. It's getting really trippy here. Don't think it's been nearly long enough, actually. Oh, that's a swapper. I wonder. So annoying. Ooh, tentacle shots. Super slow. Just gonna leave it. Fungus. Heal up. Rearm. Continue carrying Vial of Sludge. Maybe we'll get lucky. Kills the mana. Okie doke. I've watched a lot of Noita streamers. It's that I haven't watched a lot of the really extensive, like, beginning to end, I'm going to do this complicated thing guide. So I've seen a lot of stuff by Fury Forged and, like, Suffer Together, that kind of thing, as far as what you can accomplish. But I also try to temper my expectations for what I'll be able to accomplish during a run. Because there are no certainties. Let's see, it's not a shuffle, but, you know. So this is potentially a rapid fire wand, but the better thing about it is that it chainsaws, which would let us fire faster. We don't really have a good wand for the firing of the fast with the manas. Yeah, all these have pretty bad capacities. Something re-worm blood. Looks like I turned something else into toxic. Unfortunate. Oof. That'd be a challenge. The wand connoisseur is kind of beefy when it comes to melee damage output. I mean, that's assuming that you're not immune to melee and some of the other stuff, but... we could get a similar result. Rotate you around. It's the only one that's capable of firing the black holes. We'll take a few of these chainsaws. Ah. Hey there, Fook. Bounce. It might be worth it just for the space. Yep. Egg. Ah, okay. Well, freezing vapor into toxic sludge is not too bad. Or freezing liquid into toxic sludge. Takes some of the teeth away from these things. Fortunately, you can only convert freezing liquid. It doesn't affect things that only contain the gas. Oh. It's like the gear is rotating right over his head. There's our whiskey world. A lot of self-damage going here. Yep. I've done the hourglass a couple of times. Okay, well, I've spent a great deal of HP needlessly. Ooh, nice hit. So, Fook, as I was saying to some of the other folks that were in earlier, I have 3 new vote modifiers that are in. They should be enabled, and they should be able to show up down here. We'll see who spots them first. Ice Mage. They are a relatively recent addition. Laser Catbot, no less. Ugh, so slow. It's a bit of a cannon, though. Not worth it. Not worth trading. Oh dear. That little guy's gonna kill me with that. I feel it. Ah, okay. Yeah. So that's kind of horrifying. Look at that. So one of the transmutes must be whatever the the toxic gas is whatever toxic gas is considered for the transmutation. Because normally you leak like flammable gas or similar, but whatever that base material is considered got transmuted into vomit. So I think it was acid to vomit, and that's considered like acid that evaporates immediately. So I'm just sort of horribly leaking. It's like that's a problem. So yeah, reading how those work, that spawns like 12 deer, and then it for each deer, it lowers their HP and sticks a bomb to them. Not too surprisingly, Noita's a bit brutal as far as resource expenditure. Which one? Which one? Keep this one. Horrifying modifier interactions. There you go. Oof. It's easier to dig through this stuff, at least. So yeah, we have acid to vomit, and we have freezing liquid into toxic sludge. Yes, I have. One of the reasons that I'm setting out to make a bunch of run modifiers is so that I can really saturate the options for things that can happen. So that there's little ability to predict what you'll get, but also that gives me the option of having some things that are just really good or really bad to exist at all. Because, I mean, you know, a lot of this stuff is good or bad, but we could make it more so. Were we here a moment ago? I think we were. No, actually. You are a shuffle version. This is better. I mean, I'd like to be able to take the crit off of that other one, but yeah, well. suspect it's just a shuffly green wand, but let's take a look. Oh, that's terrifying. Just walk right away from that. Options to spawn, like, various critters. Hey there, Tess. I mean, I liked Goki's Things champion stuff, but, you know, Goki's Things stopped being updated, so... and became wildly unstable. So having things like spawn this creature, make it meaty, give it a couple of perks, especially if I can change its drop table a bit. Ooh, bubbles. I like the idea of this better than that. Eventually, what I want to do is also go through and make it so the catbots are not homunculi. They are something different. So then I can make, like, the fire catbot is immune to fire, that kind of thing. Ooh. Tempting, but no. Got a fire wizard, so we're not doing a blade run just yet. From our prior experimentation, 2 orbits doesn't seem to really do anything. It seems like one of the orbits will take precedence, and I believe it's the blade orbit. I don't know if that's because there's, like, code that says this one is stronger, or if it's because the blades just dissolve the fireballs immediately. Oh. Okay, that's weird. I mean, I get why it's happening, but still weird. I mean, if we find another... And that's something we're going to really have to... We should look into that. We should experiment with that. Do some science. Keep missing the orbit shot. Stop dodging. They're weaving through the fireballs. Okay. Yarm. Check for some goodies. Let's do it. Surely it won't kill us yet again. Ooh, now see, that's kind of fancy. Oh, what do we got? Alright, well, we don't need a disc projectile. We don't need a... We'll keep a light spell. We don't need a circle of stillness. We don't really need the fire fields. Need a death cross. We don't need bomb boxes. We'll take a triple. Don't need you. Keep you. Keep you. Keep you. The whole nature of this wand is dangerous just because of the intrinsic electrify, so we've got to be careful of that. This could make a very powerful wand, but it does make it friendly fire. So, you know, danger there. Any other goodies that I could take? Feel like we should use that one. I think we shall. First, take the bubbles off of you. I mean, we don't need this many trigger bubbles, but... Hey, man, a use for 5 formation. I have enough chainsaws for that. Bubble into scatter into chainsaws. Is it not fireball orbiting because of the existing orbit LARPA? That is correct, it does not. All right. Keep that bubble there. So we have a spare bubble trigger. Whee! Huh? Almost killed myself again. Almost. Okay, that was nice. Freezing gas is involved in one of the traps I want to set up as a voting modifier. Extreme. As predicted, the cordyceps are wrecking me. Oh no, I fully expect to get killed by that trap that I'm devising at least a couple of times. Okay, one more time. Snow into oil. Ooh. Ooh. This could be fun. All the snow in the Hisi base is transformed into oil. Oh, that's right. If I move it onto the bubble. It's one of the reasons that I often don't like freeze charge is because the snow that piles up and blocks your path. One of the fun things uploading the videos to YouTube is periodically explaining to people what happened, because the comment is something like, "What?" I mean, that being the second comment. Oh! Those are death crosses with some kind of homing. Even worse. But we'll take it. Yeah, there's a good population that believes this to be the... Terraria briefly had they were calling out that they were going to have a sequel. And there were some, prototype screenshots. A lot of people think that this is that. Interesting. I'll keep that one. I can't remember if that was the same studio or not. For me, Starbound... one of Starbound's biggest selling points was one of the reasons that I didn't like it over Terraria. And that's that you had all those different planets that you could visit. But you were kind of compelled to go planet hopping on a regular basis, at least during the periods that I played it, and that reduced the feel of like a home base that you were building up that Terraria is really good for. That's going to be a speedy wand. Defensive. Oh man, 2 wands with lots of potential. So this one has its mana cost reduction. So if we did this... No, see, that snow is falling as snow. So it's a different type of snow particle. Boo. Unfortunate. Don't need you. We got trigger bubbles. Okay. So with mana reduction, this would be a good wand, but I think this might be the one to get. This has just potential if I have the right setup. So we're going to swap this one. Elite Dangerous needs to decide if it's going to be interesting to casual play or if it's going to be only hardcore players. They can't do this like 50% of it is casual, but it overlaps entirely with the 50% that's hardcore. Why did I throw that? Like, you can't say, okay, fine, we'll give you autopilot, but unless you push a whole bunch of extra buttons in a really weird and obfuscated menu, it'll still fly you through a sun. Like, who would build that navigation system? Why would there be a fly through the sun option? Why do they even have that lever? References. Okay, so we're down a chainsaw if we go with this one. And we wouldn't have the orbit, but the orbit doesn't really do all that much for this kind of wand. So, if instead we just go with a triple chainsaw, it also didn't help that the mission system didn't seem friendly to, like, multiple people. Ooh. Mournful Ghost. Okay, we have this wand now. And because... does it still have enough? Keep that around. Got a couple of spare chainsaws now. So if we do this... Ooh, that could be good. Just need something Well, we'll see if we can find something. Nope. Not quite yet. Ooh, alcohol trail. Burn it down! Well, I mean, on one side, Fook, hugely in terms of missions and payouts, and slightly more intuitive for Elite Dangerous starting game is such a low bar that I feel like they must have been able to accomplish it. It was like a year ago or something like that, wasn't it, Tess? Maybe longer? Oh dear. Like the last one, but even more so, and not usable in any form in its current incarnation. Omega Saw Blade. That will swap you. Kinda wanna. Not a great wand, but I've never actually tried to use intense concentrated light. Like I've fired it a couple of times, but I haven't set out to use it. Explosions! Now I need corpse explosion, both for the explosion immunity, which is always great, but because then they die, they spawn a cordyceps, they explode, they'll probably kill the cordyceps, which will then explode, and then I think it'll explode again because it's a corpse. Yep, it's acid to vomit. That's useful. Well, I'm sorry. The flammable gas is vomit. The acid is still there. The little mushroom perks are so amazing, just so lethal to you. Oh, hey, an oil trail. Chunks. I think we're strong enough, right? Mostly strong enough. Oh, hey, spiral shot. Good to see what that does. The electro arc makes this very limited. But unless this de-shuffles, we'll probably not get to use the spells to power. Yeah, we need to... Just a moment here. Alright, just needed to save that for posterity. Okay, so we'll still get Spiral Shot and Omega Sawblade if we take this one. We lose the spells to power, but, well, you know. Oh, gunpowder, too. Neat. And now we retreat. Do-do. Desperately trying to kill myself with this. This shouldn't be this difficult. Okay. What? That was weird. I had the fire potion and the oil potion in the same slot. Huh. Game's flipping out. Okay, the short-range homing on that would be valuable. First, toys. Let's take Tinker. As boring as it is. I mean, tinker with wands everywhere is awesome. It's just, I mean, it neither explodes nor causes creatures to explode nor causes me to explode, so. It's supremely functional, just not cool. That is true. I wonder what this does with Dropper. It does something weird with Dropper. Okay, so this causes projectiles to dip downward naturally. The giant wand beam appears aiming straight down. I wonder. Nope. Okay, okay. Well, first, let's see what this does. Spiral shot. Testing. Oh, that's kind of cool. It's like the magic field, but projectile. Okay. Seems like it. Ugh. Okay, so if I only fire one shot, I shouldn't need to worry about the electro arc. That has so much mana on it, I can overcome the loss of switching off of this one. When it comes down to it, it'd be a lot like it'd be a lot like that the mode in Dota where you everybody drafts abilities, not just the character. It's a genre with a lot of often unrealized potential in my mind. This could be good, but the mana is terrible. Ow. Well, you finally got me. It's like I'm sitting there reading it, trying to comprehend what's about to happen to me. Okay. Okay. Bear with me. Hopefully this won't be lethal. But what if? Hey, look, test subject. Oh, nope. Nope. Still wants my blood. Okay. Science done. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, trick greed. Or trick blood bunny. toxic immunity. Ow. Okay, so the lightning bolt makes that kind of dangerous to try with that. It's kind of unfortunate that always cast there. Let's do this. Hey, electrical immunity. Okay, gotta take the ice off of that. Okay, but really quickly, look at that arc of electricity. Okay, that hurt too, but... Oh. Have a... Oh, no, I'm dead. Wow. Um, oh.